for 2022. Christmas Eve. Wow, yay, we made it. We're almost to the end of 2022. I don't know about you, but I am feeling very happy about 2023. It's going to be fabulous. I'm not sure what all is going to occur, but I'm sure it will be fabulous. So today I taught in the morning about 3.5 hours. And then I decided to go Christmas shopping because I am going to eat out tomorrow. I was going to meet up with one of my wonderful students, Johnny. He's fabulous. We had planned to meet up either today or tomorrow, but Johnny has a 2-year-old baby, and I'm wondering if something came up because I haven't heard back from him, which is not like Johnny. So anyway, I will catch up with him one of these days, and hopefully we'll go visit the Red Fort. It looks fabulous. But anyway, I think tomorrow my plan is to eat out tonight on the rooftop, enjoy the sunset, and fried chicken meal. Yes, yay! And then tomorrow morning I am going to go to a wonderful little restaurant near me and get waffles at the Compassion Cafe. It's run by this charming lady. Or I'm going to McDonald's and getting hotcakes in downtown Tamsui district. So I'm not sure which at McDonald's, but one of the two. And then for lunch, I'm going to one of my favorite restaurants. It's in this kind of alley market. It's fabulous, and it's really cheap, but it's delicious. It's like a brown gravy chicken rice dish, which is absolutely phenomenal. And they cover the walls with all these really cool Japanese prints. So it's this tiny little restaurant, but very cool. So, but today I went to the grocery store. Alright, I'm going to show you guys my loot. These are all the rage. This is a bakery that has their food at PX Mart. This was $39 in TD. It's some kind of Christmas tree baguette with chocolate drizzle. Okay? Now to give you guys an idea of what 39 in TD is, I have my handy little phone here. Okay, let's see. Here's my phone. Here we go. Let's see here. Okay, 39 NTD is approximately, I'm using my converter, it isn't precisely correct, but it's close. So, let's see here. I paid $1.27 for the pastry. Okay, peeps. I also got these. These are like little loaves. They're so cutesy. Okay, they're like pull-apart rolls. There's 3 of them in the loaf. This one was 30 NTD, which is 97 cents. I also got this little number. I'm not eating them all tomorrow, okay, but this is kind of my festive week food. So this is Hankyu Bakery. I'm not really sure, but it's some kind of caramel glazed drizzled thingy. And this was 30 in TD or 97 US. I also got this. It comes with this little Happy Merry Christmas wrapper and gingerbread stocking Santa, whatever. Okay. I think he's like a fruit bread thingy. He was $1.27. I also got, I've been missing chocolate. It's chocolate. Because Gelt will only get you so far. I got Gelt for Hanukkah, but I'm missing my chocolate. There wasn't enough, so Toblerone. This was, let's see here. It was $1.79 for this. So that was more expensive. I'm really liking these. These are the cheesy Doritos. They're really good on the triple cheese sandwiches from 7-Eleven that you get for like 81 cents. So I got 2 of those. And these are like, I think 55 NPD. So that was a little more pricey. So they were both $1.79 each. Then, okay, this goes backwards, not to do a little product placement here, but one of my favorite Taiwanese dramas is I Do Be Loved in House, except the second to the last episode gets a little not kid friendly, but the rest of it is really nice. So anyway, but in that show, the main character, Shili, is always drinking this. So when I came to Taiwan, I was like, I must find Shili's drink. I want to see what it is and why it tastes so good. Because is it spicy? Because I don't think I like spicy. It's not spicy at all. These are like pictures of people on it, but it looks like chili peppers from a distance, just saying. But this is bubble black tea. It tastes like a sweet oolong tea with a little bit of honey that has been aerated, and it's absolutely fantastic. I totally see why the main character liked this tea. So anyway, this whole pack was a whopping $2.11, and this will last me about a week, probably. We hope. So anyway, then I also decided to try this other one they have. It's a bubble jasmine tea. It was $1.79 for the 6-pack. And I got this milk. It was $2.57. The milk is still more expensive here than in the States, even though milk doubled cost in the States. You could still get a gallon when I left for about $3 at Walmart. But this is more expensive, but I only use about one, maybe two of these a week. My total at the grocery store was, let's see here, I think it was less than 500. It was like four something. So let's say $4.50. So it's about $15 at the grocery store for all that stuff. I then decided to go, there goes my route running, to go and get my Christmas drink. This is my one-piece custard taro ball ice cream tea. Yeah. This is my present to me. When you're an adult, you get to give yourself presents. It's kind of like you know exactly what you want and you get it. It's like, wow, okay. So anyway, I got two of these. Okay. One for today, one for tomorrow. I don't like trekking down the road to get them. Okay, and this is just a regular milk tea. I'm sorry. This is the other Christmas custard one. Okay, it's got like a big custard ball in the bottom that is like a French custard, and then they put the taro balls in. Then they put some ice cream on top because you cannot have enough calories when it comes to bubble tea. I don't think it counts. Alright, these are the ice cream ones. This is the regular milk tea with taro balls. And this is my oolong tea with coconut. I'm not sure what's with the scheduling clad woman with one piece on it, but anyway, Nami, we're going to turn her this way. Okay, but this one has coconut cut up in it. It's like a jelly, coconut jelly in it. So I got all these for $7.15 for 4 cups of tea. Now, I normally do not spend this much on boba, but it is a holiday, and I'm like, I can buy boba tea for Christmas if I want to, and if I want to buy the expensive, super duper duper one, I'm going to get it. So that's what I did. So anyway, that was my excursion today. I'm going to take a bit of a rest because I'm kind of tired. I've been fighting jet lag. I thought I had gotten over it. I thought I had conquered that mountain. And then yesterday, I don't know what happened, but I went down to lay down to rest in the middle of the morning from like 10 to 11, and I was supposed to teach at 11 to 12. I literally slept for an hour and a half and didn't wake up, though my alarms were supposed to go off. I'm still not sure if my alarm did go off or not, but anyway, I just conked. So something isn't quite right with me adjusting yet. I did sleep in today. I didn't start teaching at 5 a.m. like I normally do because I'm already up. I decided to go back to sleep, take some melatonin, see if I could kind of kick this in the bud. Don't know if I have or not, but I am feeling much better today, and I did feel much better after I woke up, except for the fact that I was like, I missed 2 lessons with delightful students. Oh darn. Plus, it's not really that good for my teacherly marks. But anyway, But the good news is today I had one of my usual students. He went, Anna, you have reached 2,000 reviews. How do you feel? And I'm like, well, hero, I didn't even know. So thanks for telling me. So anyway, after our lesson, I went and I have 2,001 reviews. 1,865 of them are 5-star. It's like, wow, yay. And then most of the rest of them are 4-star. So I only have a few 1-stars. So anyway, but I'm like, yay, that's nice. 3 years of teaching. It's given me that many reviews. Yay. But anyway, so that was my day today. I also did go out for lunch. I was going to stay home like a dutiful person and finish up some ramen with dumplings that I had. But I looked at it in the pan and I was like, it's Christmas Eve. For approximately $3, I could go out for a hamburger and french fries at a beautiful little deli right across the street from me. What am I gonna do? I took another look at my ramen and I was like, I like ramen, I do, but the hamburger and french fries called. So anyway, where's my phone? So that was 150 in TD. So for $4.88, so it was a little higher than I was expecting, but still, for $4.88, I got a fabulous hamburger and french fries. So anyway, that was tasty. And then I also yesterday, so that was on Christmas Eve, I decided to book my bus to Wallet. I was debating back and forth. Do I take the bus? Do I take the train? Do I take the plane? The plane I have pretty much given up on because number one, I have to get into Taipei, then I have to get into the airport, and that's going to be it's going to be like 30 to 60 bucks for that rigmarole. And I'm like, I really don't want to spend 60 bucks in addition to, 30 bucks on my plane ticket, plus goodness knows what they charge once they take a look at my suitcases. So I ruled out the plane simply because I couldn't get a good bead on the baggage requests and requirements. I then decided to go and look at the train. I'm not sure how to book a ticket because I do not speak fluent Chinese, nor can I read it yet, and Google does not translate the railway website properly, so I do not know how to book a ticket on there. If I book a ticket with the train, I'm literally going to have to go to the station and book it. And I was talking to a local lady who's fabulous that I met in Taichung City, and she's like, Anna, if you're booking the train ticket, you're going to need to book it now because Hualien is going to be having people really want to go there during the New Year holiday, which you're leaving on the 5th, so that's going to be kind of close to that. So I just decided after all the rigmarole, plus the fact that I can only take 2 suitcases on the train, they will accept my suitcases, but I'm going to have to be able to fit everything in the 2 freaking suitcases, which I think I will be able to do, but I am not 100% positive yet. I haven't bought extra stuff since being here. I've just bought food. That's kind of it. So, but the bus will let me bring the 2 suitcases. If I do happen to have to bring one other backpack, they're not going to charge me an arm and a leg, and they will let it on the bus. So they're just going to charge me maybe half fare again, which is like a whopping $5. And I did already book the bus ticket yesterday via Klook.com. The reason is by booking it online, it's supposed to be a little cheaper, and I get points for so many bookings on Klook. I don't know what that's all about, but anyway. And if I didn't book it, the seats were getting taken up. So I'm going to be going to Nangang Station on the 5th. Nangang Station is 30 to 60 minutes for me depending on traffic. I'm going to be leaving here at about 5:45 in the morning to get there by hopefully 6:15, 6:30. My bus leaves at 7:30, and it's about a 3-hour and 45-minute bus ride. Now, I don't mind the bus ride because the buses in Taiwan are fabulous. They're like the travels of your dreams. I mean, no offense, it's like you get a big comfy chair, everyone's super quiet, you can recline your chair if you want, you can listen to music, you can read a book, you could even watch a movie. They have a plug and play thing there. They have a restroom if you have to run to the restroom. I'm still not sure about that. I'm like, that looks kind of frightening. So anyway, hopefully I don't have to use the restroom. But anyway, so I'm going to be taking that for 3 hours and 45 minutes. Now, my apartment does not open up until 3 p.m. However, I did speak to the Airbnb host. They've already given me their address, and they said you can just bring your suitcases, leave them at the residence, even if housekeeping hasn't finished cleaning it, and then I can like go look about Hualien if I want to. So that's kind of my plan. Now, I do have this apartment till like noon on the 5th, but there's only one bus that goes to Hualien a day, and it leaves at 7:30 every morning. So it's like, you got to be on that bus, or you're not going to get to Hualien on the 5th. So that's my plan right now. And then once I get to Hualien, I have 5 days until my rollover for my lessons. So I plan to kind of teach like a crazy woman. Plus, I have really nice facility. I've got a desk and chairs that are comfortable instead of the sofa, which I'm not complaining, but it's not sofa like I'm used to. Let's just put it that way. It's like camping sofa. I'm not sure why we have a cot-like sofa and we call it a sofa. But anyway, so I'm going to be really happy to be at Hualien. And then after the 10th, I'm just going to kind of spend some time, look around. I'm also checking out the college there because, again, the charming local lady from Taichung said, Anna, if you can enroll in a Chinese program here, you don't have to leave every 90 days if you've got a student visa, which is entirely true. Now, the student visa I looked up, it said you had to determine that within like 15 days of arrival, according to the online information I have, which means like you have to arrive, say, I'm going to be a student, get all that paperwork filled out within 15 days and do that. I did not do that because I'm not a student yet. And I did look at student visa schools here in Taipei. They want like $5,000 a semester. I'm like, I'm a college student and I'm an English teacher. I do make good money, but I don't make like fantastically good money yet. And I spend some of it on my college and, you know, necessities like food and Asian streaming services. I mean, we all have things that we deem valuable. And boba tea. Yeah. I mean, some people invest in real estate. I invest in boba. I think, you know, it's a much better world for me with boba. So anyway, but I am going to check into Hualien, see if I could get into their local college, which will be a lot cheaper, supposedly, than Taipei for language study. And I am going to also be checking into possible rentals. Now, the rental situation is going to depend on the cost. Like I was talking to the lady in Taichung, she said, Anna, they really should only be asking you for first month and your rent for that month. So like a deposit and the rent for the month. Because I had one person who had an apartment in Taipei and they wanted first month, last month. No, they wanted 3 times the rent and a deposit and then the monthly rent. She said, they shouldn't be asking that from you, Anna. She said, I think they're doing it because you're from another place. They don't really know you. I mean, she didn't really say it like that because she's much nicer, but she's like, you know, that's not something that should be happening in Taiwan. She said they should be asking you for your first month and your deposit, which if that's the case, like in January, I would be able to get a very nice apartment according to the monthly rents in Hualien. So like I could get about a 1,000 square foot apartment. There's one that was available online when I was looking with this lovely lady from Taichung. And it was a very beautiful apartment. It had very little furnishing. It had like a sofa that was very nice and like a place where you could have a TV, that kind of thing, a washer and a kitchen and 1 bedroom and very open, lots of windows and light. And it's not in the main part of the city. It's like off by the coast. And she said, you know, if you did have a tsunami, that would not be a good thing. But she said, a tsunami aside, she said, this is a good place. Now, you do have a main road, but it's nothing like the main roads you're used to in Taipei or even here in Taichung. And so she said, I would definitely kind of check out this one. So I did screenshot the realtor's number, and I'm going to be contacting him next week to see if maybe I could see that apartment when I do land in Hualien, or if he would have other apartments, because that one was only like 400 a month, which means like I would need a deposit of about 800 a month, or 800 to make that payment work. And I could definitely do that by the end of January when I'd be looking to either renew at my Airbnb or get an apartment. Now, I did think about waiting until I go to Thailand to get an apartment, because I'm like, what if I get to Thailand and I fall in love with it as much as I've fallen in love with Taiwan? And I'm like, that is entirely possible. That could happen. But what I think would be the best plan, because I am unfamiliar, also not to be bad to Thailand at all, because I love Thai drama, I love Thai pop music, I love many aspects of the culture. But Thailand is a not as developed country as Taiwan. It's like if I'm in Taiwan, all my electrical outlets work with American plugs. Not trying to be totally strange here, I'm just saying I really like that fact. I don't have to use a converter. The water I can get from the tap. Now, I'm not going to drink it directly from the tap because it doesn't tend to agree with my stomach. I did talk to locals about this, and they're like, Anna, it's not like it's going to hurt you, but it's the taste that kind of makes your stomach a little weird because it's a little bit sulfuric to me. So, like, they use a Brita pitcher for it. It's not like it's going to be something that's going to give you, like, what do they call it? I can't think of the thing that used to kill people back in the day because of bad water. But anyway, whatever that thing was that I always died of on the Oregon Trail, it was terrible. I quit playing the Oregon Trail because it aggravated me so much. And I thought it was just me, but I've talked to other people in their 30s and like, darn it, Anna, it killed all of us in the Oregon Trail. I'm like, yeah, and that's why we quit. But anyway, but I really do like the convenience of Taiwan. I like that I can go and get anything I want at a very reasonable cost. They have extremely good medical. They're 8th in the world compared to the US, which is like 44th. Yeah, that kind of took my breath away for a minute when I found that out online. I'm just saying. So, I really like that aspect. And I think that, I'm not very good with massive changes. One of the reasons I did want to move abroad was so that I would have really good medical, and also so that I could also get some testing done, because I do think I'm probably a high-functioning autistic. I've never been tested because the test costs too much in the States, and also I had some severe head injuries as a child, which were never really dealt with. My parents didn't take me into the doctor for them. And so I've always been a little curious to kind of get a brain scan for that too, because there's just a lot about my childhood I don't really remember. And I talked to my doctor about it once I became an adult, and they're like, Anna, you probably should maybe go get a brain scan eventually, because we think you probably sustained frontal lobe damage, and it's why you can't remember certain things. I'm like, oh, that would explain a lot. So I'm like, I do plan to do that while I'm in Asia, or either here in Taiwan or in Thailand, depending. Not this year, but probably next year. But with that in mind, I'm like, I don't do huge changes very well. It's a lot better for me to kind of incrementally do things. It's like once I landed in Taiwan, I was like, oh, this is fabulous. And I'm like, I like it here. It's comfortable, the people are nice, it's easy to get around in. I can literally go anywhere in the country within a day. I mean, it's uber convenient. And I'm not terribly worried about the China deal because everyone's telling me it's been going on for 50 years. I just haven't heard about it because I haven't lived in Taiwan. So, not saying that's not a threat, but I'm just saying right now I'm not extremely concerned about that at this point in time. But I'm going, why not get a 6-month rental or a 12-month rental? Have this be your home base. I have to leave the country every 90 days anyway, unless I get the student visa. So why not just hop over to Thailand, and like in March, if I do get my apartment here, pay for my apartment rent, and then in March go to Thailand, because I can get an apartment there for about, $300, and explore, see if I like Chiang Mai. If I do, then I can sit there and go, I'm coming back here in 90 days and enjoying it again. And then I can sit there after I do that a few times when my rent would be up here in Taiwan. If I really do like Thailand more than Taiwan, I could go, oh, I'm going to move lock, stock, and barrel to Thailand for a year. But having the ability to have a home base in Taiwan, I think would be a very good plan for me, just because it's going to keep me a lot more de-stressed about the whole situation. The other thing is I do not have to lug all my baggage with me, which might seem like a small thing, but I'm like, I don't like having to take literally 2, maybe 3 suitcases everywhere I go. And also, I don't like having to pay the airline like $200 because they don't have the baggage on. Once you get to Asia, I found that out that a lot of airlines are charging a horrific amount of money for the baggage. So I'm like, you know, having a home base that I could just leave my stuff, get a small carry on, put my computer in it, 2 weeks worth of clothes, vamoose to Thailand when I have to go every 90 days. And then, I'm probably meeting up with my friend Mr. R in Vietnam this spring. And I do want to visit Cambodia as well. But I'm like, just do that all from Taiwan as your home base because it just makes a lot more sense for me. And also, I'm like, it is a very developed country and the cost of living is very, very reasonable compared to other places in the world. So I'm like, with all that coupled together, that's kind of where my head is at on this Christmas Eve. But now I am going to go and have my big custard ice cream. And I also tried Family Mart's ice cream for the first time today. It was 40 NTD, which is the equivalent of, just a minute here, it was $1.30 for this enormous chocolate ice cream cone that actually tasted like ice cream from the US. I'm not trying to remember, but most of the ice cream here tastes like my grandparents' ice cream. It's very watered down and icy. It's very delicious, but it's not American type ice cream. This was fabulous and in a waffle cone, so I could not be more happy. I went up to the rooftop. I looked my ice cream cone. I looked out over the gorgeous mountain range and went, some people don't see this through their entire lives, and I could have been like them and missed this, and I didn't. I'm like, wow, this is awesome. So, if there's one thing that I think is the biggest takeaway for the end of the year here, it's that, you know, you should definitely explore because you miss so much if you don't. I mean, no offense, I was looking out at the mountains going, I really could have missed all this and the wonderful people and the delicious food and boba ice cream custard. I mean, wow.